Hi guys, this is Jake at Canadian Cutting Edge, and I've got a Fura knife for you today. This is a flipping Fura with a bottle opener pocket clip for a wee Wednesday, and it's a sheep's foot kind of blade. Some people might want to call that a Warncliffe. We've got a flat blade, S35 VN stainless steel. I'm believing it's probably true that that's what it is. We've got TC4 titanium handle scales. We've got a very nice little slicer here and a nice little box cutter with this tip here. Works very well for doing a lot of little odd jobs. And that's why we're looking at this guy for Wee Wednesday. I got mine from GearBest. GearBest has this exact same knife by CT Smart, except for they charge another, 30% more. So I'd rather get the Fura version. So if you're interested at all in a nice sub 3-inch slip joint, I really wish they did this with a locking blade, but this is a slip joint, but it's very secure because the way the handle is here, you've got your finger on below the blade and above the blade, and that's going to stop it from closing on you because you're holding it with your thumb and your index finger. Very safe way to use a slip joint, and it's a wee knife, so this thing's probably legal in 99% of the world, and very soon this knife will be legal in Canada on jets. Yes, Transport Canada has been changing the rules. I think it's November 28th. You'll be able to bring a knife on board as long as the blade is shorter than 6 centimeters. So you can look through my Wee Wednesday reviews and find yourself some favorite knives that you'll be able to take on board. Unfortunately, I'm going through my list of knives that I have, and so many of them are 6.5 centimeters. A whole lot of them. So, most of the Wee Wednesday ones are shorter, but a lot of my other, smaller knives are just a tiny bit too big. Oh well, this guy will work. So if you're interested at all in a knife with, really good premium steel, titanium handle, and it fits in just about any place you want to tuck it, then check out this video of this Fura knife. Let's start off with a little size comparison. This is your standard Bic pen, Ganzo 7027M. That's between a Rat 1 and a Rat 2 in size. Quite small. And here we've got a Sanrenmu 7010, formerly known as the 710. So if we line up these pivots this way, there you go. That's quite the difference in sizes there, my friends. This is just a wee little knife. By the way, the 7010 is a great Christmas gift to get. And I really like this one with this pattern on here. It's excellent. It's one of the priciest Sanrenmu 7010s that they have, but I think it's just awesome. I'll put some links for the 7010 in the description below because it's great to get these for holiday time, as well as coupon codes, my friends, coupon codes. All right, so this knife does not have a name or model number. It's simply called, at GearBest, the Fura Tactical Folding Pocket Knife with Bottle Opener. Very interesting name that they gave it. What we have is a stonewash blade, and there have been others who have been testing some of the Fura knives, and some of the knives that they claimed are S35 VN, they tested them, and other reviewers have come to believe that this very likely is, S35 VN steel that they're using, and I've got no reason to disbelieve them either. The price certainly fits. Titanium handle scales, and I've got no reason to disbelieve that as well. This knife comes in 3 colors. You can get it in black, you can get it in a blue, and you can get it in a just sort of standard titanium gray color. So with the blade and the handle are very much the same color. We've got Torx screws on here. We've got a really cool back spacer. There it is. So instead of open pillar, well, it's functionally the same as an open pillar construction, right? But you've got this little spacer here with a tiny bit of jimping on it and a hole in it. And so that hole is perfect to fish some paracord through there, tie a knot on the end of it, and then pull it out, and then you've got a single string, and you can make whatever kind of lanyard you want there. That little hole won't take 2 layers of paracord, but it'll certainly take 1, and so you can do whatever kind of dangle you want to put back on there. And so with that square back, you can hold this knife any way you want, and put your finger back here, and you've got strength on it. This is how I really like to hold it. 3 fingers, pinky sort of over the back of it, and then my thumb up here, or I just hold it like this, or I hold it like this, or I hold it like this, this pinch kind of grip, or, with the other hand, same kind of thing. Very often it's just with my thumb and my index finger right there. This part that's jimped, that's blade steel, and same thing on the other side. So you've got a good full finger grip here on both sides of the blade, and that stops it from accidentally closing on you. You can hit the back of it pretty hard, and it's going to flex a little bit in your hand. As hard as you push this way, your thumb's going to want to come up a little bit, but it's not going to close on you and cut you. It's a very, very safe knife for being a slip joint knife. The bottle opener works great. I don't have any bottles left over. I tried it at my friend's place, and it worked just fine. I forgot to take a video of it. You want to be very careful, though. Let's imagine this is your bottle cap right here, and you're going to want to take it and lift and pivot. Well, it's hard when there's no top on it to show you, but you go on and you lift it off. If you do it the other way, the knife is going to want to open up on you. So the spine of the knife needs to be down when you open it. So the cutting edge of the knife is facing this side, and that's the way you open it, because that way it just holds still and it stays in the closed position against the stop pin and everything. So you don't want to do it this way because it's going to want to open on you. It's not dangerous because the blade edge isn't coming towards anybody. The edge is on the other side, the lee side. So it's not dangerous to do it this way. It just won't work properly. So you do it this way, opens really well. You've got Torx construction there, so you can take it apart. It's got ball bearings. A slip joint with ball bearings, what's up with that? They don't need to put ball bearings in there, but it makes it flip open so super easily. Like, it's no problem at all to flip open this blade. You just open it, and pretty cool. Detent on it is okay, not great, not terrible. It's okay. You've got pocket clips. Kind of tricky to do. It holds quite tight, but once it's in your pocket, it's like hidden fairly well, especially if you get the gray. Even the blue is even better because it sort of blends in with your blue jeans. It's a rather short pocket clip, and it is very, very snug. If they would have made it a bit longer, there'd be a little bit more give in here, and it would work a little bit more easily to slide over the seam on your jeans. When you're wearing your pants, it works better than when you're doing it in this trial kind of method. But whichever way you do it, it does fit very tightly, and you will be hurting your pants a little bit if you're putting it in and out, a dozen times a day, every day for a month, and you're going to start to wear out your pants a little bit. So be that as it may, that's one of the things you have to deal with. How well does this knife cut? Well, I've sharpened it at my sharpening station, my TS Prof, and that review is coming very soon because I've got all the optional parts that I ordered, well, almost all of them. So you can see that pretty much mirror edge that I put on it. And we've got some paracord here. This is 9-strand paracord. So there's 9 strands of paracord in each cord. It just flies right through it. Hardly any effort at all. Let's get my cutting board out. And it just slices through. It's just cutting right into the wood like crazy too. It just slices the stuff very, very well. It doesn't work to use flat on a table. I'll show you that. If you put it flat on a table, then the cutting edge doesn't touch the table. So you can't use it that way. You have to use it in your hand, cutting with the tip. if you're cutting on a hard surface. Otherwise, if you're just cutting through something, it works just fine. How well does it cut paper? Well, that's just fine too. I could cut all day and I just waste a lot of time cutting. I got to catch up on some of my videos that I missed on the weekend. I was visiting my grandkids again last weekend and I got set behind on my videos just a little bit. I love flipping this guy. This guy doesn't make very much noise. And so I'm often sitting there, whoop, hit my finger, sitting there flipping this while I'm watching Netflix or whatever. And usually I'm doing it with two hands like this just because I don't want to let go with my right hand, but you know, I could open and close it with one hand. I'll flip it actually and close it, flip it, close it. And it works just as well, right-handed, left-handed, totally ambidextrous, no problem at all that way. And cool knife, I really like it. Let's do some of the dimensions and we'll show you that stuff. We've got a cutting edge of 4 centimeters. That's 1.56 inches. Blade length, so from the end of the handle to the tip of the blade, and I just measured down here along the bottom, that is 4.5 centimeters, 1.77 inches. So well within that 6 centimeter law that's coming in for Canada for putting on airplanes, jets that is, well, airplanes too. Blade thickness, 3.9 millimeters. That's 0.154 inches. The thickness of the edge behind the grind, it was a little bit less, but when I sharpened it back. I was a little too aggressive with my sharpening, and I sharpened it up to 0.7 millimeters thick behind the grind. It was 0.63 or something like that when I got it. That is 0.0275 inches. The handle length, not counting this little bit of knife blade that sticks out, the handle length, 6.6 centimeters. That's 2.6 inches. Grip area, same thing because it's the full length of the handle. The handle thickness, 1.1 centimeters. That's 0.432 inches. Total length of this knife when it's open is 10.1 centimeters. That's 4.33 inches. It weighs 2 ounces, which is 57 grams. Just a light little guy that you could put just about anywhere. Very, very cool little knife. The handle thickness, I did like this, didn't I? Handle thickness is like this, not counting the pocket clip. Handle thickness is 1.1 centimeters, which is 0.432 inches. I'll give the official measurements of that on the screen right here. How much does this knife cost? Well, this is before you're using your coupon codes. $33.44 Canadian. $25.94 US, 22.28 euros, or 19.82 pounds sterling. And you can get a minimum of 10% off for the rest of 2017. And I'll put the coupon code for that in the description below. And during this 11/11 sale that's happening right now, you can get 15% off. And I'll put that coupon code in the description below as well. So obviously with ball bearings, you get some really smooth action. It's got nice detent on it. It looks nice. I really like this simple, plain kind of look to it, which is great. The blade thickness, it's a little bit thicker than it needs to be for this size. I would like it to be a bit thinner so that it could also be thinner behind the edge. But functionally, for the kind of cutting EDC, very light EDC tasks that this will do, it works perfectly fine. I like this sheep's foot here, so we've got a nice sharp corner tip right there to, do that kind of stuff if you need to, the pinch grip or whatever you want to do with that little corner. Works great. The cool lanyard hole here is kind of neat if you ask me. I like that. The only downer that I don't really like that much is I wish this pocket clip was a little bit more flexible, and if it was longer, that would do the trick. And then it would be a better knife all around. I would really hope that they make this knife, everything else being the same, maybe a little bit thinner on the blade, but in a frame lock. That would be awesome. Nice, simple, square corners. Well, they're rounded and stuff, but you know what I mean. Very nice, simple little knife that they could make for, you know, a little bit less money maybe. Another option would be to make the same knife using perhaps stainless steel handles, and then using, you know, 440C, 9CR18 MOV, you know, something else for the blade, and then they could make the price go way down. That would be really nice. But this is a good wee Wednesday knife for somebody who wants to get something a little bit nicer without totally destroying the bank account. That's what I think. I like this knife. Hopefully you like it. Even if you don't like the knife, please consider subscribing, commenting, sharing, and all that other good stuff. Please click the thumbs up, even if you don't like the knife. I appreciate that very much. It was fun doing this video. I've got some weird stuff going on with the sound, so I'm overdubbing this at the end. That's why it looks kind of odd with my voice over the video, but it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all that good stuff that you guys do for me. I've got some more Christmas time not giveaway videos. I've got some more Christmas time suggestion lists coming out. One from San Ranmu very, very soon. Thank you so much again. Remember, always cut towards your chum and not your thumb.